Okay, so we're in Memu right now, and we were just kind of walking around looking at the area, and we found a random participant or person who is in here who is willing to talk to us about why he's here. And so, before we start, can we ask for your approval and your consent to interview you?
Yeah, for sure. I consent.
Cool, excellent. So let's just start. Let me open up a document so I can just take notes on this process. Okay, yeah, cool. So,
yeah, sure, go.
what brings you to this area? Why are you in Memu?
In Menu, so
Yeah.
first of all, like the view is really nice, so it really helps me like get work done. And second of all, like there's always like a lot of people here, which is like really motivating. I see other people like around me studying, and that helps me study too, which is really helpful. And also, they have really good lighting. First of all, so like I could like properly see my computer and see my notes. As you can see here, I have a lot of notes for algos right now. So right now we're learning divide and conquer. So we're learning about recursion, binary search, binary sort, linear search, linear sort, insertion, which has an O of 1 complexity, and then yeah, you can see here's my notebook right here.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Cool. And how often are you here? And what kind of activities do you typically engage in?
Oh,
Memu
for sure. I come here every day, 7 days of the week, 365, 24/7. I'm always here.
Cool. And what do you feel are the main goals and purposes of being in this space specifically?
Well, like I said, there's like a lot of people here, so it's really motivating. Seeing other people work helps me work too. And additionally, like there's a lot of good food too. You can see right there, we have Strada right there. I get a pizza sometimes, I get a pasta sometimes. And if I'm ever feeling hungry, I go to the Rathskeller and I get a cheese curds, which is all the way down there. You gotta get the extra mayo and the extra ranch. But yeah, that's my favorite. That's my
Awesome.
go-to.
And how did you first start coming to Memu? What was your kind of introduction to the area?
So I first learned about Memu in my college tour experience. So my tour guide said come to Memu. It has like a lot of good stores. It's a union first of all, which means like there's a lot of different stuff to like go see. There's like a few restaurants. There's an auditorium in the back. There's like a lot of B-cycle stations too. So like it improves like accessibility for other people too. So I'm like, might as well come here, right? If there's like a lot of people, there's nothing bad about this place. There's always something positive.
Gotcha. So it's just very well rounded.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt.
Cool. Awesome. So can you walk me through like a typical day, like of when you're trying to study here? Like when do you come? Why do you come?
Yeah.
Where do you come from?
So
Just
I
walk
sleep
me
at like
through.
5 a.m. I get up at 6 p.m. and then I get up at 6 p.m. and I have assignments due at 11:59. So that gives me like 6 hours, right? So I get up, I rush here, and I get my stuff done really fast. I first get some food, get some dinner. Then after like, that's my pregame basically. Then after that I log in and then I get my work done. So I open my laptop, go to canvas.com, open my different pages up, and then I slowly get my stuff done.
Okay. What's the first thing that you typically do when you first arrive here, and then what's your routine following?
So
that?
I get my backpack, open it up, and inside of my backpack I have my iPad right here, and I have a notebook. So what I'm gonna be doing today is going through lectures on my iPad on Canvas, and when scrolling through lectures, I'm gonna be taking notes in my notebook. That way I could reference the lecture and my notes at the same time. And I have my phone as a calculator too, just in case.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And are there any specific times or areas here that are especially important to your work? So I know I forget what this lounge is called, but this is the most common lounge. But
Oh, yeah, for sure.
do you go to any other places, or is this place important for a specific
Well,
reason?
so I go to the Rat sometimes, but like it's always busy, so like I tend to come here because this place is really conducive to work. There's like a lot of people always working, always grinding, like 24/7, 365, and then because of that, I get a lot of stuff done too.
Do you usually, when you come here, are you usually solo? Are you with someone else? Like, how does it typically work?
No. I'm solo. I'm locked in. I'm always locked in.
Gotcha.
Because I have
And
to study.
do you interact with other people when you come here, or are you pretty much to yourself? Okay, gotcha.
No, I'm CS, so like I put on some headphones and get my stuff done. That's
Cool.
it.
Do you approach anyone else while you're here, or like?
Well, yeah, sometimes my friends come, so if my friends come, I talk to them, but like usually no, I usually study by myself, and when I study by myself, I don't approach anyone else.
Gotcha. And what are some common challenges that you have with the space? Do you have any frustrations, anything that can be improved?
Yeah, no, for sure, because it's a really nice study space, so like oftentimes it's really busy, and when it's really busy, like right now for example, like it's really loud, and I can't really focus when it's loud, so like it's kind of tough to focus sometimes, but like I feel like there's not many problems. It's a really nice place overall.
Okay. And do you have like a specific example that you can recount where maybe it was so like you were experiencing some frustration where you couldn't get work done, or is it never
Yeah,
gotten
so
that
I
way?
had an exam last week, and I came here to study, and it was kind of hard to be honest, because like there's so many people. So for like an exam, you need like a quieter environment.
Yeah.
And like this place is a really nice place, but it's like kind of loud at times, like I said. So it is kind of like frustrating to work here sometimes, but it's like a small challenge, which I could get over with some headphones. It's not.
Yeah,
too
so
bad.
that was my follow-up question.
Yeah.
Do you have any methods that you have to overcome these frustrations?
Well, yeah. So I bought some noise canceling headphones, so I use that for sure, and it really helps. And also I blast like a lot of music when I'm studying too,
Right.
which like really helps me like drown the noise out.
Do you have any specific things that you play to help you with that, or?
Oh, like music?
Yeah, music.
A lot of rap, a lot of like rock. I like pop too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Talk to me about the layout of menu. Do
Oh.
you like it? Do you like this kind of area where you have the food right there and you have the common lounge here? Talk to me like, about the layout. Do you like
Yeah, it's a really nice place actually
Yeah.
with a really nice layout. So
Yeah.
there's like there's I want to say 3 entrances or 4 entrances. One in the back over
Yeah.
there, and there's one back there next to the library.
Yeah.
And there's one over there next to the other library. And the layout's really nice. It's a big building with like a lot of different stores. You have Badger Market, for example, which is like a convenience store. You have like 3 different restaurants. You have like you have Strada right there. You have the Ratskeller, which is like a restaurant, and you have like a sandwich and soup place, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then on that side, on the left side, there's like a lot of tables over there, which is better for quiet study, to be honest. So I go there sometimes to study.
Gotcha.
But this place is like pretty spacious too. Like there's a lot of tables, like a lot of chairs, booths too, a lot of outlets. So it's
Yeah.
like it's a nice place to study for sure.
And I know we briefly touched upon this earlier, but are there any specific areas that you prefer to study in, or?
Well, personally, I like studying over there, like on the left side of like MEMU, because there's like a lot of quiet places and there's like a lot of tables there too. So
Right.
like
Yeah.
it's conducive to like better work.
Okay, and are there any areas that you specifically like
Avoid?
avoid? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So like inside of Strada is really bad. It gets
Yeah.
really packed, and inside of the Rath is really bad too. It gets really packed too. So like it's kind of hard to work there at times.
Okay. Talk to me about the lighting, environment, noise, temperature about this place. How does
It's
that?
really vivacious, like really lively, and that's a plus for sure. Like whenever I'm lacking motivation,
Yeah.
if I come here, I get motivated for sure. Like the lighting's really good. There's like a lot of people studying, so
Yeah.
like you can't go wrong with this place.
Okay. So obviously this place isn't necessarily an academic building. So I'm just curious. Are you able to still get information relating to specific courses if you run into those kinds of issues here, or?
Well, it's a nice, like not in this building like per se, but like the location's really nice. We're surrounded by 2 libraries on
Right,
both sides.
right.
A library right there and a library right there. So like they're both within 5 minutes of walking distance. So if I ever have any questions,
Yeah.
I could just walk to the library.
That makes sense. Yeah, I guess having that close by kind of cancels out the fact that this place specifically
Yeah, the
doesn't have
proximity is
any
really good to
resources.
like.
Gotcha.
It's really helpful.
On that note, do you think there's anything here that's missing that could potentially improve this aspect of it, or are you satisfied with the library being right
I
there?
wish there's more quiet seating because there's not many tables over there for quiet seating, but like I feel like more people would come here to study too if there's like more quiet seating.
Okay. More on the environment of this place. Have you noticed any major changes over time? I mean, obviously, like now there's no seating outside because it's obviously gotten a lot colder.
Right.
Have you noticed any changes, both positive or negative, about this place? And what are your thoughts?
It's been the same for the last 3 years I've been here, to be honest.
Gotcha.
It's a really nice place, and that's why like I've been coming since my freshman year.
Okay. And do you think that the outdoors now being closed, I know that's a big draw of Memorial Union, especially
Yeah.
during the summer.
For sure.
Now that that's closed during the colder months of the years, do you think that that's a detriment to this place, or are you still?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. On like a sunny day, you could find people with like a pint outside drinking, having fun with their family. Like it's a really nice vibe with like a lot of like outdoor live music and everything too.
Sure. Cool. And tell me more about the location of this place. Tell me more of the environment. What specifically do you really like about it?
Well, yeah, so it's in downtown Madison, really close to State Street, which is like the main hub of campus, or the main part of like campus and Madison. So like there's like a lot of stores right there, like Target's there, you have like a lot of restaurants.
Yeah.
There's like, it's a good location overall.
Okay.
And this place also has like a lot of like stuff in itself to offer as well, like restaurants,
Yes.
bathrooms.
So it's self-sufficient.
It's really self-sufficient,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Gotcha. And what kind of times? I know we touched about this in the we touched upon this in the first half of the interview,
Yeah.
but are there any specific times? I know you mentioned like 6 p.m., but are there any other times that you come throughout the day here, or?
Well, yeah, so I have like some classes in the morning sometimes, so like I come earlier in the day if I have classes, but most days I come at 6
In
p.m.
the evening.
and I
see.
stay until midnight or like
Gotcha.
11 p.m. Yeah.
What is the? I want to know more about like what's the draw? What keeps you kind of coming back to this place? Is it the socialness? Is it the proximity? Is it the location?
It's the lighting for sure. It's what else? The restaurants and just like the environment. It's really nice.
Yeah, for sure. How far is this place from your apartment?
Oh, it's not too bad actually. That's like another point why like I come here because it's like 2 minutes away from my place.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So proximity to
Proximity is
where you
really
live also
helpful. Exactly.
helps. Okay, gotcha. And how would you describe this place? Do you have some adjectives for maybe let's start with this lounge and then menu as a whole. How would you describe this place?
This
To
lounge
someone
is
who's
really,
never been here.
Oh yeah, for sure. So this lounge is really vivacious, like I said. There's like a lot of people, a lot of like people studying, for example, a lot of food. Like it's a really nice place. But even menu as a whole is really nice too because you have like a lot of different attractions like restaurants.
Yeah.
There's like a I think kayaking center downstairs too.
Yeah,
It's really nice. Yeah.
Is there anything that you think people misunderstand about Memorial Union?
About menu.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes people take this place to be like a outdoor place of recreation, but like I feel like, and they mess around like a lot over here. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like a lot of people do want to still study here,
Yeah.
which like I guess it's kind of annoying for some people sometimes.
Okay. And let's say in a hypothetical world you weren't able to come here anymore. How would that impact your kind of day to day?
Oh, it would really for sure like impact me a lot because
Yeah.
I would not be able to study as much because I've been coming here for so long, so it's gonna like definitely throw like a fork in my plans.
Yeah. Let's talk more about what you think would improve the overall experience here. What are some changes that you can kind of think of on a personal note or even just on a fundamental level that you think would make this place better?
Not much to be honest. It's a really nice place.
For what it is you think it
Yeah,
offers.
it's a really nice
something.
place.
Okay, cool. Where do you see this space or activity going in the next few years? Do you think you see it getting better? Do you see it getting worse in
I
quality?
feel like it's gonna get better because in the future, well, every year, like every consecutive year, Madison enrolls more people.
Yeah.
So like with a higher demand for like facilities, they're gonna be making more facilities too. So I feel like in the future, menu is gonna be expanded probably,
Yeah.
and with like other different stores and restaurants and stuff like that.
Cool. And are there any tools or resources that you think that should be added to menu to make the experience a little better?
No, it's pretty good. I like it the way it is. Yeah.
What do you think would make the space more welcoming or effective?
I feel like it is like as it is right now. I feel like it's pretty good at welcoming people. Like, take a look around you. There's like a lot of like diverse group of people.
Yeah. Okay, so now I want to dive into maybe a fond memory that you had at menu. It could be at any point, any experience that you had here. Just go for it.
Yeah, for sure. So I feel like my first fond memory here was when I came here for SOAR. So I came with my SOAR group, which was like 10 other people, and we went to Strata right there. So my first memory was getting the garden pizza, which unfortunately they discontinued, but like it was really good. Like it was made of protein bread, feta cheese, tomatoes, bell peppers, olives, artichokes, you name it, they probably had it. It was really good. And the food was really good, so it was really nice. But after that, we played pool downstairs at Memu, and that was like a really good icebreaker experience, which was really nice too. So it's really fun for me because like I met a lot of like good buddies from like the session downstairs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now I also want to hear about an experience that you maybe had during the actual school year. So give me.
Oh yeah, during the actual school year, I came here like my second week of classes freshman year, and I just sat down and like spoke to like some random people here, and I made like a lot of good friends. Like I just went up to them, I'm like, "What's your name? Like, what's your major?" And like, believe it or not, people are really friendly, and it's a really fun place for me because I met like a lot of new people and who I'm still really good friends with.
Awesome. And you find that something you're comfortable whenever you come here that everyone is going to be super friendly, super outgoing, and you can reach out to people and
No,
stuff.
for sure, the vibe is really nice here. I really like it.
Awesome. Great. So now we're gonna step back, and we want to just maybe for 5 minutes just film you working here, just to see what you're like in this environment. And yeah, so we'll step back now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're using 1%, so I can't.
Awesome. So thank you for showing us how you work. You were super productive, and it was great to see that this environment really stimulated you on your work. So yeah, it was great to see you being really productive in here, and I can see why you come here a lot now. It seems like this is a place where you can really just focus and lock in. So yeah, we really appreciate you doing this interview with us, and yeah, thank you again for taking time out of your busy day to talk with us.
Yeah, no, for sure. Thank you for having me. It was really like a good experience to have.
Totally.